welcome back to my channel, and in this video I am going to show you the second part of the Evans Gambit. In this part I am going to show you the decline lines of Evans Gambit. So as you can see in already the first part, it starts with e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, bishop c5 and pawn to b4. And I am focusing on decline lines. Bishop b6 is the most popular. c3 is played in this variation to support the b4 pawn and intending d4 too. Knight f6 and castle. Something like a Roy Lopez structure you can see in this variation. Castle, and rook to e1. So this will go all equal, or rook e1, a4 is also played. a4 can be played early also, so it depends on the player, but the all lines are equal. b4, bishop to e7, then c3, that's the same. You will get knight f6, castle, if knight captures, then d4 and castle captures, and bishop e6. You can see that this is Roy Lopez structure oftenly seen. So decline lines are not so good, you can say. I advise you to accept this gambit, as there are chances of being escaping in Evans Gambit. Bishop b6 can be played. If knight captures, then the same, knight c6 and d4. Capture, creating a strong center with d4 and e4. Bishop b6, castle, knight f6, and this will be easily crushing. This is just crushing for black. So capturing with knight is a dubious move in this position. If bishop to f8, this is the most dubious move. As you can see, white is having two pieces developed in the game, and black has only one piece developed, and white is ready for castle too. So this is too passive move for the black. If b4 and bishop to d6, then this is also passive, because bishop d6 do not allow to open the queen file and blocks the bishop c8 light squared diagonal bishop. So this is not good at all. So if bishop to d4, then simply c3, and this is the move, and bishop d4 is the move that is not good for black, because in this we are gaining the tempo after bishop b6 and castle. In first variation I looked over is bishop e7, and the variation I talked about in bishop to b6 is the same, but c3 is played. But in bishop to d4, and bishop to d4, c3 is played, and in this move you have to protect your bishop and castle. This is not good for black. So what are the next possible continuations? So these are if bishop captures, c3, bishop a6, castle is not played, sorry, d4, c takes d4. If c takes not on d4, If knight f6, then white will simply can play d5. You have to go, and this is not good for black. So after d4, the most advisable move is to capture the pawn. And after castle, offering one more pawn to the black. If any move like knight f6, not accepting the c3 pawn, then e5 will come, knight to g4, rook to e1, and this is all over not good for. You can see this is damaged king side structure. This is not good for black. So c takes on d5 and castle, and after that knight f6 is not good. C takes on d takes on c3 is the most advisable move, but after the move d3, breaking the white piece coordination, queen takes, knight f6, e5 is the same continuation, you can see. So after e takes on d4, castle, d4, you can see, but after the capturing of you can see pawn, this is also not good. So what are the possible continuations? Already I have discussed about the major decline lines. If d takes on c3, then queen b3, and I have already discussed this variation and other accepted variations in the part 1 video. So I have already discussed the part